You wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. The room is dark, it is quiet, and there, right next to your face, your cat is staring directly into your eyes. No blinking, no moving, just staring. You look back at it for a few seconds. Then you roll over and go back to sleep. Most people do that. They think it is funny, or weird, or simply, cats will be cats. But here is what they do not know. Cats do not do anything without a reason. Not a single action. Not a single gesture. And that stare, fixed, silent, completely focused on you while you are in your most vulnerable state, is not random. It is not a meaningless habit. It is not mere curiosity. Behind it are specific reasons. And some of them will completely change how you understand the animals sharing your living space. Here are the 12 real reasons. In this video, we will go through 12 reasons, each backed by research on feline behavior and physiology. Some will show that your cat protecting you in ways you never thought of. Some will show that it is reading you literally while you sleep. And stay tuned until number 12, because that is a reason feline behaviorists call a unique domesticated behavior with no equivalent in the wild. What it means for you specifically is well worth the wait. If your cat has ever done this video is for you. Number 1, it is guarding you. Cats do not watch you sleep out of curiosity. It is performing a specific function in its social system, guarding the most vulnerable member of the group. In wild and semi-wild cat behavior, individuals in a colony take turns guarding while others sleep. Research in applied animal behavior science notes that indoor cats maintain this behavior even when there is no real threat, because their nervous system does not differentiate between a safe environment and one that needs protection. To your cat, you are a member of the colony, and when you sleep, you are the most vulnerable member with no ability to defend yourself, no ability to recognize a threat, so it guards. That fixed stare you think is weird, that is an act of protection. Your cat is standing guard for you to sleep. Number 2 shows exactly what it is reading while guarding you. Number 2, it is reading your breath. While you sleep, your body is putting out information, and your cat is reading every single bit of it through your breath. The olfactory system of a cat, including the vomeronasal organ, is capable of detecting changes in the chemical composition of breath with a much higher sensitivity than a human nose. Studies on animal disease detection note that breath changes its composition when the body has inflammation, infection, or accumulated stress, and those changes can be detected by species with highly developed olfactory systems. Your cat is standing near your face not just to look, but to smell. It is checking to see if you are okay by your breath. Not every time a cat puts its face against your face while you sleep is an affectionate gesture. Some of them are health checks, and that connects directly to number 3. Number 3, it is monitoring your breathing rate. Cats are aware of a sleeping person's breathing rate and can detect when that breathing rate changes abnormally. There are documented cases of cats waking up their owners in situations related to sleep apnea. In some cases, cats wake their owners by scratching or meowing before the owners themselves realize there is a problem. The mechanism is believed to involve the ability to detect abnormalities in the breathing pattern, such as interruptions, pauses, or sudden changes in rhythm. Your cat might not understand what sleep apnea is, but it understands that the breathing pattern it has monitored every night has just changed in an unusual way, and it reacts. There are people who discovered they had sleep breathing problems because their cat would not stop waking them up at those exact moments. Think about that for a moment. Number 4 moves to a completely different reason, involving who you are in your cat's world. Number 4, it is confirming your position in its space. To a cat, territory is not just a place. Territory is who is in it. And when you lie still without moving, your cat is performing a visual check. Research on feline territorial behavior in the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery notes that cats maintain a mental map of the locations of members in their living space. Staring is one of the mechanisms cats use to confirm that everything is in its proper place. Your cat is not worried, it is checking. You are lying here in the right spot just like every night. The system is operating normally. That look is not because it wants something from you. It is confirming that its world is in order. But number 5 shows that is not always the case. Number 5. It is anxious, and you do not know it. Some of the times a cat stares at you while you sleep is not a calm behavior. It is an expression of separation anxiety. Feline separation anxiety is documented in research from the University of Lincoln. Cats can develop an emotional dependency on their owners to the point where the silence and stillness of sleep trigger a mild anxiety response. Staring in this case is a reassurance-seeking behavior, a way to confirm that you are still there. Your cat is not sure you are okay when you lie still for too long, so it looks and waits until there is a sign that you are still there. It is not weirdness. It is attachment, at a level that cannot completely turn off even when you sleep. Leave a comment if your cat has ever woken you up by scratching or meowing, because number 6 explains why it does that. Number 6. Your movement during sleep triggers its predatory instinct. When you sleep, you move, rolling over, twitching your legs, moving your arms, and with a brain designed to track prey, those movements are not invisible. A cat's visual system is optimized to detect small and irregular movements, which is precisely the kind of movement humans make in their sleep. Research on predatory behavior and animal behavior notes that cats react to random, unpredictable movement more strongly than regular, patterned movement, because that is the characteristic of actual prey. Your leg twitches under the blanket, your hand moves. To your cat, that is a signal. It does not always act, but the tracking system is still running. Your cat is not looking at you as prey, but the part of the brain that controls hunting behavior does not have a complete off switch. It watches because that is what it was built to do. Number 7 relates to something you do in your sleep that you completely do not realize. Number 7. Your eyes are moving, and your cat sees it. During the rapid eye movement stage, your eyes move quickly under your eyelids. You do not know it, your cat knows it. Eye movement during the rapid eye movement stage is clear enough to be detected by a close observer, especially an observer with a motion detection system as sensitive as a cat. In addition, during the rapid eye movement stage, you may make sounds, breathing faster, talking occasionally, making small, uncontrolled movements. The combination of these signals creates a behavioral pattern that the cat focuses on watching. To your cat, you are doing something strange, eyes moving but not open, making sounds but not awake. That is something worth staring at. Your cat does not understand what a dream is. It only knows that you are in a state it has never seen in any creature when completely normal, and so it watches. Number 8 is the simplest reason on this list, and also the reason most people overlook. Number 8. It is waiting for you to wake up. Cats do not have a concept of sleep the way humans understand it. To a cat, you are lying still, and it is waiting for the moment that state ends. Cats have significantly shorter sleep-wake cycles than humans, averaging 15 to 30 minutes per cycle, compared to 90 minutes in humans. This means a cat wakes up and sleeps multiple times, while you go through a single sleep cycle. When it is awake and you are still silent, the simplest waiting mechanism is to look. Your cat does not understand why you need 7 to 8 hours continuously. It only knows that the last time it looked, you were not awake yet, and it is waiting to see if this time is any different. Sometimes that stare is not complicated. Sometimes it is simply, "Are you awake yet? No? Okay, I will keep waiting." But number 9 is much more complicated, and it involves how cats read your emotions, even when you are asleep. Number 9. It is reading your emotional state through cortisol. When you go through a stressful day, your body carries the chemical traces of that stress into sleep, and your cat can detect it. Cortisol, the stress hormone, is secreted through sweat, breath, and skin. A cat's olfactory system, including the vomeronasal organ, is sensitive enough to detect hormone fluctuations in humans. Studies on stress detection in dogs, which have a similar olfactory system, confirm the ability to detect cortisol in human sweat with high accuracy. A similar mechanism is believed to operate in cats. After a difficult day when you are sleeping, your cat can smell it in your breath and your skin, and sometimes that look is not accidental. It is a reaction to the stress signals it is reading from your body. The times your cat sleeps closer to you than usual after your worst days might not be a coincidence. Think about that. Number 10 relates to temperature and how your cat uses your body as a navigation system. Number 10. Your body is a heat source, and it is tracking that source. Cats have sensitive thermal receptors on their face and whiskers, and the human body radiates heat most stably when lying still in sleep. The ideal temperature for cats is higher than for humans, requiring 86 to 97 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 30 to 36 degrees Celsius, compared to the 68 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit that humans find comfortable, which is approximately 20 to 22 degrees Celsius. A sleeping human body radiates heat stably and regularly, especially in the head and chest area. Research on heat-seeking behavior in cats notes that they optimize their sleeping positions based on the thermal map of their surroundings. Your face, the place where cats stare at the most, is one of the highest heat-radiating points of the body. Your cat is not just looking. It is standing in the best position relative to its ideal heat source. Sometimes that stare from a very close distance is not affection. It is thermodynamics. Number 11 is the reason many animal behavior experts call the deepest sign of trust a cat can express. Number 11. This is how a cat expresses absolute trust. Staring in silence, without blinking, with no intention to attack, in cat language, is one of the actions that requires the highest level of trust. A study from the University of Sussex on visual communication in cats confirms that cats clearly distinguish between staring as a threat and staring as a safe presence. The latter, silent, relaxed, sometimes accompanied by slow blinking, only happens when a cat feels completely safe with the subject it is looking at. Looking at someone who is sleeping, someone who is completely defenseless, and being completely relaxed is an expression of absolute trust. Your cat does not look at you because it wants something. It looks because you are the only place where it can completely lower its guard. You are the safest environment in its world. And that look, in the dark at 3 o'clock in the morning, is the proof. And that leads to number 12, a reason with no equivalent in the wild. Number 12. This is a behavior that only exists because you are here. No wild cat stares at the face of a creature of another species while it sleeps, without attacking, without running away, without being on guard. This behavior does not exist in nature. It was created by the domestication process and more specifically by you. Research on domesticated cat behavior versus wild cat behavior in animal behavior notes that certain social behaviors of house cats, including monitoring their owners while they sleep, have no direct equivalent in wild cat behavior. They are formed during the process of living with humans and are maintained not out of instinct, but because of a specific relationship with a specific individual. Your cat does not watch you sleep because that is what cats do. It is because it is what this cat, your specific cat, does with you. That behavior is not pre-programmed. It is built day by day from the time you and your cat have lived together. 12 reasons, each one different, but they all have one thing in common. That animal has decided that you are worth looking at, worth guarding, worth staying beside during your most vulnerable hours. Sit with that for a moment. The next time you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and see your cat looking straight at your face, you already know what is happening. Not just one reason, maybe more, running at the same time in complete silence while you sleep. It is guarding you, reading you, waiting for you, trusting you enough to stay. All of that in a single look. Your cat chose you. That is not nothing. If this changed the way you look at those small moments with your cat, please subscribe to the channel.